Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Soccer Family Zone. Coach Baptiste here. Again, always a pleasure to discuss soccer with you guys, to discuss everything Orlando City. As a Orlando City SC fan, tomorrow's game is extremely important. Tomorrow, Orlando plays Minnesota United in Minnesota Alliance Stadium at 8:30 p.m. That's the kickoff time. So it's a very big matchup this early in the season. Keep in mind, Orlando City's initial head coach really in the MLS was Adrian Heath. We love Heath down here no matter where he's coaching. He's a coach with a lot of passion for the game, with a lot of love for the game as well. So we've admired everything he's accomplished in Minnesota thus far. So Minnesota is ranked fifth in the West actually for the MLS. I think they have a record of 3-1-2. So they're doing pretty good with 11 points. So let's keep on seeing what they do over there. So uh, Orlando now has an opportunity to get their season back on track. We kind of discussed that last time out that Orlando City is not too hot. They did not have a very hot month of March. So as a result, tomorrow, can they go to Minnesota in Alliance Stadium and pull the victory? It seems like the odds don't believe so. Orlando only stand, I believe, a 27% chance of winning the game based on the odds there. And then, of course, Minnesota is about 45% chance of winning the game. That's the probability stats for you there. But it's football, it's soccer, any and everything can happen. Just so you understand, Orlando hasn't been to a Lions Stadium since 2019. The two previous visits there, Orlando lost one game and they actually drew one. So if Orlando was to win tomorrow, that would be the very first victory for Orlando City SC in Minnesota at Alliance Stadium. Again, it's a very big matchup. It's a very big game for us. We basically have a full roster coming back. Coach Oscar Pareja for Orlando has had 2 weeks to prepare for this game. He knew what was coming. He knows it's not ever gonna be an easy visit over there. Adrian Eve with his 4-2-3-1 formation, with his rigorous defensive approach to the game, is really a torn of a coach to prepare and plan for. So I think Oscar Pereira has his work cut out for him tomorrow, but I believe the City Boys will rise to the occasion, or City Boys have got to rise to the occasion because we need all 3 points to really get back on track. But if anything, at least we need to get a draw here. Galese should be good to go tomorrow in goal, so we're looking forward to that as well. The key to the game for us again has got to be the transition phase. Orlando cannot concede in transition, which means when we are attacking, because we're a possession based team, and trust me, Minnesota will let you have possession, and then on the counter, that's where they'll kill you basically on the field. So it's just we have to make sure we're balanced when we lose possession in the final third or in midfield, that we can recover quickly, get back, and make sure that we stop Minnesota counters from the wing. Their wingers are lethal. We have to make sure that we keep their fullbacks on their heels as well tomorrow. So if we're going to win, those are really the keys to the game. We cannot make mistakes in transition and allow them to counter like they love to do very quickly. Any Adrian Heath team as a head coach, you know that's one of his strong suits. So you have got to make sure you have a very balanced approach to the game when it comes time to actually trying to transition from offense to defense. Aside from that, I think Orlando again has the benefit of resting for 2 weeks. It's good and bad. It's good because the legs are fresh. The players have been training with one another on a daily basis. So they've been preparing for that one particular opponent here as we head north, trying to gain more points for this season. That's very early right now for the MLS. So the bad part is they don't have game rhythm for 2 weeks. So that means we might see a slow start for Orlando City. So we have got to make sure that these boys are warmed up properly and they're ready to go. They're keyed in from the very first moment because conceding an early goal will be disastrous for our boys in Minnesota. So those are kind of like the keys to the game in order for us to really win this game, or perhaps come out with a draw, worst case scenario, not lose this game at all. We need to make sure, again, we are keen and cued in when it comes to the transition game, but also some additional pointers. Orlando City has got to make sure that we utilize our wingers when they're at their strongest. We cannot push the ball forward and expect these guys to become super speed monsters. We no longer have a guy like Benjamin Michel that has that extraordinary pace. So we have to make sure we control the tempo when that transitional pass has to happen, meaning when you have the defenders that are trying to go long after sucking in the Minnesota's striker line. We need to make sure that those balls are accurate enough and they getting to the feet of the players that we want to get to, whether on the wing, whether it's Facundo, whether it's Pereira in the central part of midfield. We need to make sure those balls are accurate. So guys, the game again is tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. in Minnesota in Alliance Stadium. We are hoping for our boys to go down there and pull a win, bring in all 3 points, and get our season back on track. That's what we're rooting for. Tomorrow's game should be on Apple TV. Hopefully, you have your MLS package signed on, ready to go. If not, then perhaps you can check for your local listings where the game is going to be broadcasted from. So, those are very, very, very key essential points that we wanted to make this morning. Hopefully, the next time we come out here to talk to you, it will be after Orlando City gain all 3 points in Minnesota. We'll see you guys next time.